As a person, you and I, we break promises. I know we try not to, and maybe we do our best, but you know what? We can never live up to everything that we promise all the time. But here's the awesome thing about Jesus, is that he makes promises and he is faithful because that's a part of his nature. And in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 9, powerful passage of scripture, it says, "Therefore know that the Lord your God is God, the faithful God, who keeps covenant and mercy for 1,000 generations with those who love him and keep his commandments." What he's saying is that when we are in covenant with God, we come in covenant with one whose very nature, God's nature, is faithfulness. That's a part of who he is. I know that's not a part of who we are all the time, but who he is, that he keeps his promises and he is faithful. And I know some people say that's Old Testament scripture, but here's what you need to understand. In the book of Hebrews, we are told that we have a better covenant today. And so as he was faithful to the children of Israel, I'm telling you, he is more than faithful to you and I as we strive to follow him and we strive to walk in agreement with what his word says. The other thing is that God's covenant crosses across all the generations. So I'm just wanting you to know, as you're praying today, pray for your children and your family, and recognize that your walk today is impacting others when you don't even realize it. Because his faithfulness says, I'm going to impact your family and your family that follows after that. And the other thing is that God is faithful even when circumstances changes. We go through all kind of seasons in life. Life is like this, but God is faithful regardless, because that's a part of his nature. Once again, that's who he is. And so God is wanting to show his faithfulness, his mercy, his kindness to us. And as we follow him, you know what? He's going to finish what he started. I want you to just speak over your life today and recognize the Lord is faithful to all of his promises in your life. Maybe they haven't happened yet, but I want to encourage you to realize that God's going to do what he said he's going to do because he's faithful. God bless you today. Be encouraged. Keep pressing on. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I would appreciate if you would like, subscribe, and leave a comment. God bless.